So if you are working on any ERP software like Tally, or if any other enterprise resource software like other any software companies in another platform like in database platform, they might be have the different kind of softwares. So you if you are using that software, that same like SAP is also working in same pattern, but SAP is unique because SAP is having different modules based on the different department in a company. Like if you have production department, if you have marketing sales department, if you have HR department, finance department, account department, logistic department, based on the each and every department, SAP have different modules. So that's why SAP is having the 100% success ratio in the market apart from the other ERP softwares. So if you want to see the details of other SAP softwares, you can see this in these notes. So in these notes, already the data is given, like these are the department: purchase department, quality management, finance, production, HR, and sales. Then these are the competitor of SAP: Oracle, PeopleSoft, BANN, Siebel, and JD Edwards. So these are the CRM software, like ERP softwares, enterprise resource planning, and this software provide the solution to the organization to work on their particular database and run the day-to-day transactions. So why people choose SAP instead of these softwares? Because SAP gives the solution of all departments, means each and every department solution provided by SAP. And apart from that, it is tightly integrated product. Tightly integrated product means if you want to integrate SAP with any third party software, you can easily integrate with the third party software. And so many third party are also merged with SAP. Like you have known about, if you have known about Salesforce. So Salesforce is already merged in SAP, and like Salesforce, there are CRM related so many softwares. These are also merged in SAP. So many softwares are getting merged in the SAP, and apart from that, SAP is having good integration with all different third-party softwares. And apart from that, data security is the main important thing when we run the company. So at the point of data security, so each and every company want their legacy, means their legal data they want to secure, and other software also have the data security, but the security level of SAP is very high. And each and every government of each and every country, SAP will have the registration, and after that registration, SAP will work in the particular market. Like in India, if you heard, Indian government also have the SAP in their department. So that's why that is the privacy level of the SAP is very high. Then if you want to see the future of SAP, so it is given in this particular document. The SAP will remain most next 40 50 years, but we can't say that means 40 or 50 years. But as per the current market as per the situation of current market, SAP is not having at the competition. Means if you see in the market, there are so many competitors in ERP, but all competitors are in a small scale industries. Like if you see the Tally, or the if you see any advertisement that some softwares which are having the data governance or any particular data related things, so so many ERP softwares targeting the small scale industries, but SAP only the software which is targeting the large scale, mid scale, and also small scale industry. But small scale industry having the huge potential, but the revenue generation and that particular things we run in the small scale industry that are not much, but the mid scale and the large scale industry are totally, means we cannot say 100%, but most of the companies are running on the SAP. So that's why, so next so many years SAP will run as it is, and SAP also having their own versions from the ERP R1, R2, R3 servers, and R3. The last one was the R3 server, and currently SAP is running on the S4 HANA. So many companies are currently moved on the S4 HANA, but some companies are uh, need to move on S4 HANA, and they are working on ECC server. So currently the SAP 6.0 is the last version of ERP system, and after this 6.0, currently the S4 HANA is there in the market. So if you want to see in detail these notes, you can refer. So this is the architecture of SAP. So the end user means like when you are seeing this screen, this is an SAP logon pad you might have in your system. So when you double click on this particular system, you will get this window. Then you need to log in. You will get user ID and password. Then when you are logged in SAP, you need to select second radio button every time, because your password will not be unique. Some person in our training session may be using that same user ID and password. So that's why you will get this pop-up message. So this pop-up message is user SAP 11 is already logged into client. So who is the user? This is the user. The IP address and desktop name of this user is logged in the system since today's 6:39:33, means 6 p.m. So at in this case, you need to select this second radio button every time. If you not get this kind of error, means message, so you can directly select this button, and if anyone is not login, then you will not get this particular kind of pop-up message. Then there is no issue. But when you get this message, every time select second radio button, then click on continue. So this is the application layer. So this is the end user using the application layer. Then the in PC in our system, this application means the presentation layer. Sorry, this is the presentation layer. So presentation means we are seeing on our system, we are seeing the data in our system. So this is a presentation layer, and the second layer is the application layer. So application layer is used by ABAP consultant. So ABAP consultant means technical consultant. We use application layer, and at the database level, so database consultant use the database level. All data will be saved in this particular database layer. So SAP is working based on these three layer of architecture. So first is presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. Then the landscape of SAP. So sometime you will interviewer may ask you the question, what are the landscape of your particular SAP server, or on which particular project you are working, what is the landscape of your server. So at that time you need to uh, give the answer like there is a first development server, quality server, and production server. These are the three servers which are the standard landscape of SAP. So first is development. In development server, we develop the data, means if any customization or any new requirement given by the user, we need to develop on development server. Then we need to move that particular development on quality server, and then we need to make a live that particular development on production server. So are you getting this development quality and production server, or anyone having any question regarding this?
No, we get.
Okay, okay. So these
Yeah,
are
we
the,
get.
hello.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, okay. So these are the three landscape of SAP server. Then modules. So these are the modules in SAP. So SAP SD, sales and distribution, material management, finance, controlling, production planning, quality, HR, PM and PMs. So these are the modules in SAP, but these five are the core modules and these are the sub modules. So not sub module, but these are the not mandatory, means each and every company is not using this all modules. So most of the company use this module in SAP. And apart from that, there are some technical modules like in this sheet you can check. These are the architecture of SAP landscape. So there is also sandbox system. Sandbox is used for the demo system. The system which we are using, this is a SAP IDAS system. This is a demo system. We call this as sandbox. Then development, the development server is used by the consultant. Quality server used by the user for testing, and the production server is also used by the end user as a live server. So then there are the modules in SAP. So these are the modules: SAP SD, MM, PP, QM, and FI. So these are the functional modules. Means as we are working in SAP, we are a functional consultant. And who is working in the technical module like ABAP, BASIS, BWBI, PIPO. In these modules, which person or which consultant is working, he known as technical consultant, and who is working in SD, MM, PP, QM, and FI module, he known as functional consultant. And apart from that, there are the transport requests. So you will not get this in detail now, but when we will start the actual class, then you will get how, why we need to create a transport request, how it will work, and what is the detail. Then customizing and workbench, these are the two type of the request. So when we develop anything in the development server, we need to move on quality server, and after the successful testing, we need to move that particular data on a production server. So to do this activity, we need the transport request. So transport request means it is a one kind of truck. In this truck, we load our all data which we have created in development server and move that data into another servers. So that might be customizing request or might be workbench request. So customizing is a functional request, means functional consultant, and workbench request sometime functional may create, but most of the time technical consultant who is working, he need to create a workbench request because this is a cross client and table related request. Then there are implementation tools in SAP. So solution manager is a implementation tool which is used for SAP implementation or the SAP support project. Apart from that, there are different tools like ServiceNow and other support tools available in market, but the solution manager is a standard tool used by SAP. Then there are two methodology. One is ASAP methodology and second is a activate methodology. So ASAP methodology is a old and conventional methodology. This is an conventional methodology, and activate methodology, which is used for S4 HANA implementation. Then these are the type of projects like support project, implementation project, So in implementation, there are two type of project: greenfield implementation, brownfield implementation, and apart from that, there is a rollout project. Then introduction to sales and distribution. So in sales and distribution, we have different processes these are the below you can see these are the processes, and the in sales and distribution, what are the things? So inquiry is a part of sales and distribution, quotation is a part of sales and distribution, sales order creation is a part of sales and distribution, outbound delivery, then under outbound delivery there is a picking and packing, then post goods issue. In post goods issue we have this movement type 601. So you will get in detail what is the movement type, what is the PGI, everything we will go through in details. And after all, there is a billing. So lastly we create a billing or invoice. That invoice will be created in SAP SD. So it will start from inquiry and it will end with a billing. So this is the introduction of sales and distribution module. So apart from that, there is a payment receipt. And then before that, there is a posting in account, and payment receipt. So these are also the part of sales and distribution, but this is not a independent part of SAP SD. So FI module will be integrated in this particular process. So payment receipt is totally dependent on FI module, but posting in account, this is a integration part. So when we create or save the billing document, so the accounting document will be automatically posted. So we will go in detail in next lecture. So apart from that, there are the processes in SAP sales and distribution. So first is the normal sale. Under normal sale, we have make to stock and make to order. So make to stock means what? If any company is producing the product and there is no as such stock regarding the any particular customer or any particular sales order, means the company is producing the product selling to the all customers, it is a make to stock and making the stock of that particular material. But in make to order scenario, what happened? So any company producing the material or any particular product based on the requirement of their customer. So if you take the example of any aircraft or any particular things which is the uh, huge in the price and that thing is also big in the size. So in that particular case, so that particular company will not produce multiple products and they don't keep that product in their stock, because that particular price will not bearable to that particular company. Because in that case, if the order came from the customer and they starting the production with the reference to that particular order, so this is the make to order scenario. And if we want to take a make to stock, so make to stock is we can say the FMCG, all FMCG product will flow in the make to stock. All we can say bikes, cars, and this type of market we can say the make to stock. And some kind of small things also come in the make to order, like if you check the pizzas and these things, or in hotel management, so there are also make to order scenarios applicable, but I don't think so SAP they are using the SAP, or they might use any other small software. But the big companies like making the aircraft or making some huge products, they might use the SAP. That's why I have taken the example of these companies. Then there is a STO. STO is a stock transport order. So if your company having two or more plant, in one company code. So in this particular case, if we need a stock to another company code, if that company plant is not having the stock, so we need to transfer stock one plant to another plant. In that case, we use STO. Then sales return. So what is the sales return? So if we sold out our material to any customer and that customer return particular quantity or total quantity, whatever it may be. So in that particular case, we need to create a sales return order in SAP. But there is some restriction given by government of India in sales return, debit memo and credit memo cases. So if you return the whole order within that particular month or within before submitting the GST, you can reverse your that particular billing document. You can cancel your billing document at that time. But if your particular material cross your premises and you have done the all e-way bill related things, if you have done all activities, you have given pay, you have paid GST to the government, in that particular case you need to officially create a sales return order. You need to give the credit to your customer. That is the huge process. So that we will see in your in our next sessions. Then credit memo will if our
Hello. So,
yeah, yes,
sorry, I have a question.
okay,
Currently, we are using Tally, and we
okay,
do make e-invoicing, e-way
okay,
bill and all.
okay.
So here is time limit is 24 hours. After 24 hours, we can't cancel the bill. So what's the
Correct.
time limit in SAP?
Same time limit. Actually, that is a time limit given by the government of India, because when we post that particular invoice on the IRP portal, it's that government portal. So if we want to cancel that e-invoice, so that is the
Okay.
time limit given by India, 24 hours. So after 24 hours you cannot cancel that invoice. Then you need to generate the sales return, means you need to create a sales return order. So it's the same thing will be applicable in SAP. So then credit memo, debit memo. So credit memo, if you charge higher to your customer and if you want to give the credit to your customer, then you will raise the credit memo. And the debit memo, if you charge less to your customer and if you want to debit the particular amount to your customer, you can create debit memo. Then cash sale, when you are selling a particular product and you are creating the invoice at same day and same time, that will be the cash sale. After creating of sales order, the invoice delivery and invoice will create at the same time in SAP. That will be the cash sale. And the rush order is also same, but the sales order and delivery will create at the same time, but invoice will not create at the same time and same date. Invoice creation will be day after that particular date or happen in some another day. Now, apart from that, there is a consignment process. So in consignment, we have different processes like a fill up, then consignment issue, consignment pickup, and consignment return. So fill up, issue, pickup, and return. So these processes will use when you go in Chroma or in Reliance Digital. You can see there are some product of different companies are available. Like if you check in Chroma, there are TVs of LG or any other like the Samsung brand are available, but the ownership of that particular product is the particular company. There is no ownership of Chroma. After the sale of that particular product, the ownership will change and the particular invoice will happen to the particular customer. So when LG is keeping the stock in Chroma, so we call this process as fill up. In that fill up process, so LG only create a delivery without any charge, means free of charge. Without any charge, they only create a delivery. They don't create billing document in this fill up process. and they keep the stock in Chroma. Then at the time of issuing, issue means the billing to the end customer. At the time of the billing to the end customer, Chroma will do the billing to the end customer, and same time LG will transfer the ownership of that particular TV or particular product to Chroma, and Chroma will sell to the customer. Then same time, if any customer return the material, so return will happen, and after return we can pick up that particular material from the particular location. So this is the process of fill up. And apart from that, there are individual purchase order, third party sale. These are the process. We will see all the process in details. So when we need to create a SAP org structure, so sales area is most important part, and it will play the vital role in SAP SD. So sales organization is the highest entity in sales and distribution, and this is the most important in sales and distribution. Then distribution channel is another level of entity in sales and distribution, and then division. So what is the sales organization? Sales organization is a logical entity. It is not a physical. Means if you see the sales office, when you tell about sales office, this will be the geographical location, or this will be the physical entity in your company. But sales organization is not a physical entity. This is the logical entity in your company, and it will connected to your company code. So all transaction will happen to sales organization that will be connected to your company code. Means that will be the integration with your finance FI module. Then a distribution channel. What is the distribution channel? So you are distributing your material or your product or your services. So distribution means what? You are selling your product. So like you are selling through your channel partner, your dealer, distributor, or you are selling online. You are selling across the border, means you are you are exporting your material. So these are the different kind of sale. You can say the distribution channel. These are the channels of the selling your material. And a division, the division is a product specific. You can say your product is vehicle. So in vehicle, that vehicle might be two-wheeler, three-wheeler, or four-wheeler. If there are spare parts, spare part may have the different division. So the in sales and distribution, we have cycle. It is called as order to cash cycle. So first we create. So sales order is first we create. Then we create outbound delivery. Third is the PGI, post goods issue. Fourth is the billing document. So before that we have inquiry and quotation. So these are also part of SAP, but these are the pre-sales activity. These are not the included in SAP. So these are the pre-sales activity. So actual O2C cycle will start from sales order creation, billing document. After billing document, there is accounting, and last is the payment. Payment receipt. So this is the order to cash cycle. So when we create a sales order, we need sales area. So to create sales area, we need to go through this whole enterprise structure. So we need to go with customization. In customizing, and we need to define all sales area. So before we going in depth of this, we will start introduction of SAP. So as I have login into SAP, then I will select this second radio button, click on the continue, then I will get this screen. So this is a SAP easy access. So here you can get menu, edit, favorite, extra, system and help. These are the button. So menu, here you can go through the menu, or this is also SAP menu. Here you can also go through the menu bar, SAP menu bar. Then this is the SAP business workplace. Like we have the mail, email like Outlook or the Gmail. So same SAP have his own functionality, business workplace. Here you can check emails, means internal. These are the SAP internal emails, and also you will get the workflow related things. Means is there any standard approval procedure in SAP? You will also get here in workflow. You will get the and the overdue deadlines or incorrect entries. If you have everything configured by the technical team, you will get all things here in your folder. Apart from that, we have favorite. This is the favorite, add to favorite, and you can also directly go from here in the favorites. We can add anything in the favorite. So position is not selected, so to go here. Okay. I think favorite is disabled, so we need to go in extra. In extra, if you click on administrative information, you will get this administrative information. This is not relevant to us. Here only the setting related things are important for us. So display favorite at the end of list, then display technical name. So display technical name is required. So this is the favorite. Here we can go in the favorite, insert transaction. So here we can add the transaction VA01. So to create sales order, we have transaction VA01. So in extra, and we go in setting. So display technical name, this tick is activated. So if we activated this, then we can able to see this VA01. But if we have deactivated this, so this transaction code will be removed. So always my suggestion is keep this activated, so you will get the detail of each and every transaction code. So also you can add different transaction codes here, like VL01N. This is for create outbound delivery. You can move these T codes. Then it's a transaction VF01. To create sales order, create delivery, and create billing document. So these are the SD related standard transaction codes. So we can directly go through this transaction codes, means we can directly click on this transaction code and go into this particular transaction. This is a create sales order initial screen, or we can go into VL01N, create outbound delivery with order reference, or we can go into create billing document. So these are the transaction codes to create a transactional data. But this is the small window, and this window is a command field. So we can see this is a command window. So in this particular window, you can enter that particular transaction code and you can go into that particular transaction. So you not need to go always in this particular transaction code and click here. So you can maintain VA01 and click this. You will go that particular transaction. VL01N, enter. You will go into this particular transaction. VF01, you will go in this particular transaction. So this is the shortcut to go each and every transaction while entering the transaction code and press enter and go on that particular transaction. So this command field will have different type of transaction. This call the different type of transaction. So first you can enter the plain transaction code. Apart from that, you can enter /n and the transaction code. Like I am already on any particular transaction, like I am on VA01. I enter this /n VL01N. So what will do the system? System will replace the old transaction and the show new transaction code. But if I am on VA01, I place here /o VL01N and enter. So now what happened? System is having this transaction code also, create sales order and create outbound delivery. So both transaction you can see simultaneously. So if you want to see, you can see these transactions one by one. So these are the two transactions. Create sales order, create outbound delivery. And if you want to exit from this transaction, press /n. You will go on SAP Easy Access. If you want to create new screen, enter /o and place enter button and click here. So first time you will get this enter button and you will get the SAP Easy Access. So these are the different kind of commands which we go and enter in this particular command window, and you will get the particular transactions. So here different windows also available. Means if you want to create different sessions, new sessions, you can click on this create session window. You will get 6 new sessions. After creation of 6 session, you will get this message, maximum number of session reached. So you can check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So now you have the 6 windows, and each and every window you can perform different type of transaction, and this is not available in another ERP system. Means might be available, but this kind of freedom or this kind of such a functionality is rarely available in most of the ERP systems. So you can close the systems, you can press this button, and lastly, yeah, you can ask question.
Sir, in Tally ERP, every voucher get a number, every invoice.
Okay.
If you start the 2 window,
Okay.
then there will be a problem in invoicing numbers. So won't it happen in SAP?
No, it will not happen in SAP. If you have 6 different window, so you will get a different type of process in each and every window, but same process you can't do in different window. Means if you are creating a invoice, as you say, the same invoice number will not be open in the different another window, because it will give you the message. Like I will show you any one invoice number. Okay. So this is an invoice number VF02. I have opened this particular invoice in this screen. So this invoice number is in change mode, and same invoice if you want to open in another window, in this window VF02, same invoice number. So system will give you this message, document number is currently being processed. Means this same document is already being processed in this window. That's why system is giving this error message. If you want to display, you can display multiple times, but you cannot change same document in different window. So you will get this in change mode, and same document you will get in display mode. So in display mode, you can display multiple times, 6 times you can display same document. So here also I am displaying same. In this window also I am displaying the same document. So you can display multiple times, but you cannot change the same document multiple times. And not a same user, if any other user also want to change that document in another system, but the SAP means SAP server is same, and the another user is want to doing this. So you will get this message PF02 with user ID. Means if you are getting this message, so this message will give the name, means the user ID, which user ID is processing that particular document, because this is the same user ID. That's why system is only giving this document is being processed. But if you have another user ID in same server, so system will give this same document is getting is being processed with different user. So this is the difference.
Okay, sir.